Viewer discretion advised.
What's up, YouTube? Big D here. Time to review American Horror Story Freak Show. Technically Season 4, Episode 4, titled Edward Mordrake Part 2. Spoiler review, man. If you have not seen the episode, go to fx.com/American Horror Story Freak Show. We'll go to full episodes. Watch the full episode there, man, and come back. Should take me, maybe less than 3 minutes to recap the whole episode, but I'll try to make it as entertaining as possible. Pros and cons at the end, and then the final score. Don't forget, every Wednesdays I also review Arrow and Supernatural. Thanks so much. Thursdays I review Bones and Grace Point. So, man, Edward is questioning all the freaks in the beginning, and I love when he's talking to Elsa, "You ignorant girl," and he just says, "No prank, my lovely." Best quotes in this comes from Edward, man. So, the girl that is, like, with Twisty in the bus, she runs away from Twisty and Jimmy and Maggie. I believe Maggie is Emma Roberts. They see it, and Jimmy wants to help her, basically. So Elsa was a bondage master, BDSM. If you don't know that stuff, go read 50 Shades of Grey or look it up, BDSM. I mean, everyone knows it. Bondage master, 1932, dominatrix, all that. Dandy knocks out Maggie and Jim. Now, there was this kind of porn video with Elsa, which is Jessica Lange, where in 1932 she was like doing like, trying to get money and everything. He had perfect legs and everything for back then, which legs do count, man. You have to have good legs. So she does this like porn video, and she gets her legs chopped off, which is, erotic in sort of ways to some people, but, not to every single person. So, she was popular, but also ended her so-called career. And I love it when the thing in the back of his head, his face was like, "She's the one." And after that, Dandy is putting on a show, man, and for all the captives and Jimmy, and he's gonna saw Maggie in half and everything. And basically they run, and Edward Mordrake visits Twisty, and he's like, "We came for the show." I love it. And then Dandy's like, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. You ruined my Halloween." I can't yell that loud. My grandma's downstairs. I love it, man, when Edward's like, "Calm yourself." I literally started smiling. I'm like, Wes Bentley, dude. You Wes, man. So, finally, we've seen him take off the mask before, but he takes off the mask to Twisty, and he tells the story. We hear his voice. And I believe Carol Lynch, or the actor who plays, and look him up, Twisty. It's like 3 names. He plays Zodiac, where he's like, "I am not the Zodiac." Like in the movie Zodiac, he's in the movie that, like 2007 or something. Anyway, 1943, depressing times, wasn't it? When the world was on fire. It's still on fire. So Twisty speaks, and he's like, I love the children. I never loved the children. That's horrible accent, I'm sorry. And he's talking to the other freaks, the dwarfs. And no offense if you're a dwarf, I'm sorry. God's blessing. Yeah, they're being mean to him, man. You feel bad for Twisty. You really feel bad for him, man. And you have you've been rooting for Twisty over the past weeks if you're a big fan of American Horror Story. But he's like, "What, did your mom drop you too many times when you were a kid?" "Yeah, too many cocktails. That wasn't really funny." Like that type of thing. And the cops are coming, "You better run." He just runs, and he tried to kill himself, man, with a sawed-off shotgun. Obviously, it didn't work. He got his lower jaw cut off. And I love it. Edward's like, "So misunderstood." And basically, "My wonder." And he's like, "I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm a good clown." And basically Twisty dies because he is the one to go to the afterlife. And Edward stabs him, kills him. And he joins Edward in the afterlife. "Come, join me, brother." And then after that, basically, Dandy grabs the mask, and he is foreshadowing to be the next Twisty. So after that, man, the cops are coming, and Jimmy's like, "You know what? I'm not the hero. Meep's the true hero. Meep, meep." And then after that, man, the town people say thanks to all the freaks. Freaking freaks. Anyway, Richard Spencer, which is Dennis O'Hare, man, which he's playing a con artist, obviously, and he's from True Blood. Russell Edgington, we all remember him, Russell Edgington. And Dandy kills Dora, which is the maid at the end. And he's psycho already. I pretended like, just like, I'm not gonna say what never mind. But overall, I do that sometimes where I just like do something weird and then I just like and I start like, you stop and then you smile and then you start laughing. It's a moment. Anyway, yeah, it's weird for me. Anyway, now the pros to cons, man. Overall, what did I think about this episode? Pros, man. First off, let me just tell you, and I'm gonna use just viewer discretion advice, like it said in the beginning. Some language, man. Best fucking episode. I love it. The writing in the show and Ryan Murphy and the directing and this is literally every week gets better. Every week gets better. Every week. I love it. So now pros, man. Dialogue in this episode, the words, the writing for this show, the things that they do, the words come out of the mouth. It's amazing. The dialogue. Did I stutter? Twisty. John Carroll Lynch, I believe the name is. Twisty, man. His story is heartbreaking, man. It is riveting and it's amazing and it brings you in and you feel like you've been there the whole time. I love about it. Edward Mordrake, man. Wes Bentley. I believe this was his last episode he was in. Join me. I believe that Wes Bentley is a god among men for American Horror Story. Great character writing, great character performance. And I heard people say, what a fake British accent. Can you do any better than that? So misunderstood. I love the character customization, the freaks, everything. The flashbacks that we got, also the flashbacks, are amazing. They put a lot of hard work into it. Why is Ryan Murphy, why is he into orgies and everything? I don't know why, but it's life, and that's what happens when you have friends. Overall, I love the horror and the suspense in this episode, and I also love the foreshadowing and the directing, and Dandy is now Twisty, and I could tell some people are not going to like that, but so far, Twisty is kind of like going to hell, so I don't, well, I'm a good clown. Anyway, overall I'm giving this episode an A+, because there's nothing of a con. It wasn't slow. It was good pacing, good writing, good everything, good directing, good character customization. Everything happened in this episode, and I loved it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed, man. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about Freak Show. Share this with everyone you know, and yeah, I loved it. I loved it so much, man. May the spot be with you always, and also subscribe, or else Edward Mordrake and Twisty will come visit you at night. I'm not lying, that could actually happen. Oh my god. Anyway, thank you guys so much. See y'all soon.